Welcome back to Mr. Menta's ELL Classroom. Today we're going to start Chapter 12 of the Blue Book. To do this video, you will need this page from your textbook, page 107. You do not need to print that one. And this page from your activity book, page 83. You do need to print this page. Now this video is going to be a little shorter than a lot of our videos normally are at the beginning of a chapter because I decided to split it in half. So the next video is just going to kind of be part 2 of the same thing. So this chapter, as you can see here, we have contrast, find the difference in something, contrast, simple, present, and present continuous tenses. So we're using two tenses and we're looking at the difference between them. So this is kind of review, taking two things we learned in two different chapters and reviewing them in one chapter. I like that. Remember, simple present tense is what we've been doing a lot with. That's like saying, I eat pizza every day. If you do something every day, that's the simple present tense, or every week if it's a habit. Whereas present continuous tense is something we're doing right now. I'm eating pizza right now. Eating with the ing is the present continuous tense. You don't need to worry too much about these types of vocab words, but I do like to go into them a little bit. It does make it easier to understand what we're talking about. So, as always, we start with some vocab. So let's look over here. Feelings and emotions, and describing usual and unusual activities. So here's a lot of words. I think you know many of them. Happy, sad, hungry, want food, thirsty, want to drink, hot, cold, tired, sick, angry, nervous. Nervous is a little bit like being afraid, but it's not as strong. Nervous is like you're worried about what might happen. It usually has to do with fear in the future. Like, she's afraid about going on to dance as a ballerina. Scared, scared, afraid, and embarrassed. Embarrassed is, I think you know embarrassed. Embarrassed is when you feel like people are seeing part of you that you don't want them to see. Maybe your secrets are getting out and you wish that hadn't happened. Usually it makes people turn red and blush. Okay, so those are your vocab words that we're going to be playing with in this chapter. Let's take out our activity sheet and start playing with them. So here we are at the top. We've got all of these same words again. Okay, and let's look over here at number 1, which is the example. Howard is crying. He's sad. That's it. We're just going to practice putting in these words that describe how we feel over here, into these things. And if you have questions about the vocab, I'll go over it with you at the end. Just do your best, make your best guess, write a word in every blank. All right? So, pause the video and fill in the answers. All right, did you pause the video and fill in the answers? All right, so let me get my copy here. So, number two, rather. Helen is yawning. She's tired. Number 3. Sam is perspiring. He's hot. Perspiring is when you sweat, is the more common word for it, sweat. It's when like water starts to come out of your skin because you're hot. That's sweating or perspiring, if we want to be fancy. Number 4. Frank is shouting. He's angry. Number 5. Mrs. Allen is going to the hospital. She's sick. Number 6. Peter is looking at his paper and smiling. He's happy. Yeah, I wasn't sure that was on the list. I was like, wait a minute, was happy on the list? But it was. So he's happy. Number 7. Ben's cat is eating. It's hungry. And again, remember, when we're talking about a cat, we're supposed to call it it, not he. Irene is shivering. She's cold. Number 9. Louise is biting her nails. She's nervous. 10. Jason is covering his eyes. He's scared. 11. Pam is drinking milk. She's thirsty. 12. Bobby is blushing. He's embarrassed. And blushing, remember, is when your skin kind of turns red. Usually it happens when you feel embarrassed, although sometimes it can be because you're sick or something. Okay, that's going to be the end of this video, but that was a very short video, so I want you to go right on to the next one, okay? Let's do the next one too before we're done for the day. So I'll see you at the next video.